Well, hello and welcome everyone. I'm Mark. That's the person that Emma's been talking about. G'day, Stylesy. This is the first one for me for 2024. I'd like to welcome everyone who has come over from Emma's small machine shop to be with me here on the channel and have a chat. And hopefully soon Emma will be joining us. I have sent out the link for her. But in the meantime, what we'll do is I'll just bring up the uh, little trailer I've done for my YouTube channel just recently, inspiration from Emma and a few others. So I'll just get that going. I can bring that up for everyone to just have a look at while a few more people pile in. Once again, thanks for coming over and joining. Everything's been done upstairs at the moment because we're in the middle of renovations in terms of sheds, building a new one, pulling an old one down, lots going on. I'll show a few photos. And here's the, I'll just, that's right, that one there. I'm a little bit more organised than Emma, but anyway, she's doing a great job. And here we go, folks. We'll go full screen on everything. Righto, there you go. That's the little channel trailer for my channel I just made with the inspiration from Emma and others who do a trailer intro. The last steamroller in the screen there is the one from Old Petrie Town, the Queensland Steam and Vintage Machinery Society. That's the one I help maintain. And of course, I'm working on my own at home, which you saw in the video, which at the moment is in a million pieces, and the boiler is down at Old Petrie Town while at the club while we have new sheds built here. So anyway, Emma's waiting patiently in the green room, so I'll just click the magic button and bring her in and say hello. Hello, Emma. Well, hang on, Emma. I think you got yourself on mute. You might want to unmute yourself. We're getting no sound out of you, Emma. Oh no, more technical problems. Absolutely nothing. So while Emma works that out, hello, she's going, no idea, just got nothing, Emma. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, I can't. There's nothing comes from you. Everything's right on my end. Your volume's up. Yeah. G'day, Cody. Thanks for joining in, mate. Stuart, I wouldn't say that. Cody, this is my first one for 2024. It's just off the cuff. Cody's one of my regulars. I have a few
Cody's one of my
regulars here.
regulars. I have a few regulars here.
Whoa!
Hey, sorry. Let's keep
There
going.
we go. That's better. We're just getting a bit of feedback. That's all.
Yeah, that's why I was trying not to do that.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, I can still hear like a ticking in the background. But if
You
we
can,
can,
but you can hear that because I'm getting feedback.
yeah.
My laptop's
As
got
long
an issue.
you haven't got
Hang
YouTube
on.
open in the background at all,
No. It's just my.
and you haven't got YouTube open on another device or anything like that. No, we've lost your sound again, Emma. Go back to doing what you were doing.
Is that better?
That's better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now.
Excellent. That's excellent. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I've got an issue with the speaker on this laptop and it hasn't been fixed yet.
Right. Well,
Because in all my
look,
spare
yes,
time, it's not a priority.
yes, I understand.
And
Well, look,
that's how that is.
it's better now. It sounds great. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for coming over, and thanks to bringing some of your viewers over.
Maestro, you do an awesome job. It's you've got a whole green screen thing happening. I've got a 1988 Great Dorset Steam Fair poster.
Well, that's great. Well, I can actually turn it off. That's Brisbane. Is
No,
the
don't
background,
stress.
and you can see the doorway to my bathroom. So, yeah, yeah. This all came together. I've been doing this for a little bit now. Not a hell of a long time, but I'm on a group with a bunch of other people, and Cody up in the chat there, he's one of them. Styles, Paul Styles, a couple of those guys are in here tonight watching what we're talking about. There's a bunch of us that get on another guy's channel, totally unrelated to the Steam side of stuff, and we talk about different things. The other guy, he's got a couple of channels going. He's into model painting. Does the World of Warcraft stuff, so he does that. He also does food reviews and that, so he's got a good thing going. The white glove, I got dermatitis going on. Like
Oh, okay.
I had it really bad. Like I had to go to the doctor and still on medication.
It's just
And,
phase of the moon and like
oh,
Michael Jackson thing happening and stuff. But
oh, well, the right hand's worse than the left, but I had it on both this time, and I've had it before.
okay.
Yeah, it's not the
I
first
mean,
time.
Mickey Mouse, Michael Jackson, whatever you want to go with.
Stuart says that the sound is
Oh
better
yeah,
on this.
look, sorry, I apologize. My stream was all over the show tonight, like terrible. For one, I was overconfident about the camera mount I just fixed, and it fell off.
Yeah.
For two, for some reason YouTube won't let me stream upside down, and for three, I think I invited your wrong channel.
No. What you invited, my channel is actually Steam Train Mark. That's what it is on YouTube. But I've changed the name. You can go in and change your name, and
Okay,
I
I haven't
changed
got
it
that
to
far.
I changed it to Mark Shed Talk because I'm going to be doing
I
stuff
spend
up.
it.
up the shed when it all gets together. But
Okay, so it's the same thing.
yeah,
Anyway,
it's
it
the same
didn't
thing.
work.
But the other thing I found is it's not. I'm on the desktop here. It's not available on the desktop. It's only available
Ah, I
for
see.
mobile devices. So
And
it,
also, um, yeah, my internet dropped out just as I went
yeah,
live.
yeah. So
Sorry.
I've spared no expense here.
Good. I have all the
Uh,
stuff. I just don't do the whole.
yeah, well, this microphone's really made a difference. 50
Yep.
bucks second
I've got
hand
a
on.
an awesome
Um,
microphone too, and I probably should plug it in, but it's sitting
yeah,
over there
it
on the
does.
bench.
It does make a difference. It really does. Um, and this platform I'm using here is a platform called Restream, and I actually pay for it. They had one of those Black
Oh, it
Friday
looks good.
sales, so um, I purchased that for 12 months, which was I think it's like I don't know $16 a month or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And I can actually stream to 5 platforms. So at the moment, I've only got YouTube going on here, but I can do. I've got it set up for X and also my
I hope
Steamroller
you get your
page
money
on
back when
Facebook.
that goes bankrupt.
Yeah, well, they haven't gone bankrupt yet. They're still going.
No,
So,
no, no.
um, so,
Um,
so
did
yeah. So
were you part of that chat on Facebook about the Indian guy who's purchased a Fowler D
no, I haven't
somewhere in
seen it.
India? Poor guy. Um, he seems keen to do it up, not just sell it.
Right,
But I think it might be a bit of a learning curve.
right. Well, it is. I mean, it's been a learning curve for us when we've gone into it.
Yes.
I thought I knew a bunch of stuff, but I didn't.
No,
And
that's the same. I thought buying a roller that's all complete, I should be fine.
yeah, well,
But the
um,
maintenance on it's crazy, and even looking at like even a miniature, the maintenance and work on a miniature is just as um, yeah. There's a lot of work in Steam.
yeah, but it all depends on how you treat them too. You know,
Yeah,
if you look after them, they're going to last. I
I
mean,
haven't managed to get mine clean the first time yet.
mine sat in the park for 50 years. You know, so I'm playing catch up for 50 years of open air exposure and thieves and you know the fairies came along and took all the tinsel as they do. Lucky, I'm very lucky that some of that has come back to me. I really am.
Yeah, you've done great there. You've small
Um,
community, and it's
yeah, well,
some
because
awesome guys out.
mine is 16930, and young guy down in Melbourne, he has 16933.
Yeah,
Now he's came out of the park as well. He's came out of the park in Sydney, mine out of the park here in Queensland, and he's been he's going great guns at it. I really wish he would share his photos online. Um, he
well,
shared them.
no, I see them in
He's
chat,
yeah, he shared them with me.
but
Um,
he's not all that old either, so he might not
no,
want to be.
no, no. But look, if you look, he is going great guns at the moment. He's now waiting for tubes to arrive. He's waiting on them. Uh, you know, but he's way ahead of what I'm doing. He's crazy. He's the other
Yeah, it
advantage.
seems to be
The
going
other
great
advantage
guns.
is he's got a whole workshop on his back doorstep where I haven't.
And yeah,
So,
bunch of big
but
brothers who were pretty keen too, I think.
but all credit to him. He's done a fantastic job. It's going to be a excellent, really nice looking engine, and I can't wait to see it completed because it gives me inspiration because we've helped each other out tremendously. You know, I've helped him out with drawings. He's helped me out with parts that that he ended up with off my engine that got taken off it way before um, I ever owned it. So it's a bit of a miracle, and I never thought I was prepared to get those parts made, but I never thought they would turn up. And there's something else that I'm currently working on. Hopefully, I can get that organised, and that'll really just help complete things. There's a few other things I've got to get made, but hey, it's a work in progress. It's a hobby. What else do you do? So what I might do is I'll just find some photos of my engine, and I'll share those so everybody. I mean, people saw it in the photos in the video,
Yeah,
but
absolutely. You'd be keen to
um,
see.
but I'll bring up some photos. Um, it's almost quicker to go to Facebook and find things on Facebook and share it that way, because I got 30 odd thousand photos or whatever I've got in here on my computer, and um, why isn't that? Why are we only showing that? Um, have you got those books, those Fowler books?
Probably.
That one?
No, I
Okay.
don't believe I have that one.
This is a
I have
reprint.
several, but I don't think I've got
Yeah.
that one.
Okay. So you got the you've also you got this one.
I got that one.
Yeah, that's good. Righto. Now, have you got? Have you got this one?
No, can't get that one. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's out there somewhere, but I'm not
Yes.
prepared to pay the amount of price dollars that
Well,
people
it
want for it.
wasn't that expensive.
Yeah, you might have got lucky. The
And it's
couple I've seen for sale have been
like how much?
£120 for one of them.
What? Eh? I
Mm.
didn't pay that much.
No, that's right. That's
I
what I'm
think I paid
saying.
about £25 or something like
Yeah,
that.
I'd
I
be
don't know.
down for that.
But there's about 3 reproduction catalogs or books in there, and it tells you about the valve settings, which I've shared with one of the guys in the UK. Um,
Oh, okay.
um, I've I've got in, one of the reasons why I started the Facebook page for the roller is to reach out to other people who own T3s in the UK. I think there's
How many is there?
about half a dozen running around as far as I know. So there's 5 here in Australia, including mine. So there's one in Rockhampton Historical Village. It's complete, but it's sad. It's got a lot of
Yeah,
it's got asbestos. I think it's got asbestos lagging on it.
it's got your
But
nameplate on the front.
no, it hasn't.
Oh,
No, no, I've got the round nameplate.
oh, I thought that was the one with the round nameplate on it.
No, no, it's not. Um, so there's the one that was there was one in Kalgoorlie, T3 in Kalgoorlie.
Oh, okay.
Dan in Victoria, he's got a T3. Um, there's a Tiger tractor here in Victoria because
Mm.
Dan's roller and the Tiger tractor came out of the same estate,
Now
same
there's a
deceased.
Tiger tractor up Tamworth Way, is that right?
Really?
I believe so. You would have to ask the fridge about that.
Okay, right.
Because there was some talk of it being for sale, maybe.
Right, right. Well, the guy. Why am I not
And he
showing the guy?
decided he didn't need the expense, which is a bit
Right.
strange for him.
Um, the guy down in Timbertown, he reckons he's got a T3 roller in the at Timbertown there that the kids can play on. But I haven't
He's a bit
seen it.
strange too, without
I had
speaking out of school.
Yeah, I don't like to do that on here because it's all
No,
public.
absolutely not.
But
But
I'm only going by what people tell me, and I have contacted him. He says it's a T3, but I just don't know
well,
for
Fridge
sure.
would know about that too.
Yeah. So look,
Um,
the main thing is the people I have reached out to have been very helpful.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
except for one, I reached out to one group in the UK, and yeah, they were just. I did get a little bit of information out of them, but not as much as what I thought I would. So I was a bit disappointed there, but there's plenty of other people who've helped me out, and it's it's
Yeah.
been great. It really has.
Well, you get no problems with the D. I mean, it's a much bigger machine, but
Mm,
there's lots of people who are very helpful with that. You know, it's um, well, Bill's got one,
yeah.
and it's slightly different, and they're all slightly different. I don't think any of them are the same. There doesn't seem to be any actual like system in the numbering or the class designation.
Mm,
It's all over the show. Mine's a DNA. His is a DN1. I don't know if there's
yeah.
a lot of difference. Um, but it's I don't know. I'm kind of lucky because the last two or three owners did most of the work. Well, they did most of the restoration work. Don't
Mm.
know if anyone did any maintenance work, but
Yeah, there was maintenance done.
yeah, I think there was
You,
a bit while I was at Petrie, but I don't know if there was a
yeah,
lot while it was anywhere else. To be honest,
you've got a
from what I've heard,
you've got a really good engine there. You really have,
yeah, it's just
and you have when you buy something like this, you have to expect that it's not going to be absolutely perfect. There are some things you have to do. It's just when I brought this when I first looked at this thing, I thought, oh yeah, I'll have it going in 12 months or whatever, you know.
yeah,
And the more I worked on it, the more I found, and that did sort of get me down a bit, um, mainly because
I think you've made amazing progress.
look, this is a ground up restoration. I never thought I'd be doing that.
No, right?
But what as I said before, and I'll say it again, it sat outside in the weather for 50 years. Right?
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
95 years old now.
Yeah,
50 years have been. See how you go outside without a roof for 50 years, you know,
yeah,
and
right.
so
It's done all right,
hang on.
but
So
mine's. I'm not sure. I from what I hear, people who've said, like guys down in New South Wales who spend a bit of time with it, have sort of said, yeah, it didn't get a lot of love for a while, but
yeah,
it needs a bit of work. And I thought I would have it up and running and everything perfect by now, but
mm,
it's no way, nowhere near. I haven't even got the cladding back on.
right, right. But
The
that's
poor old roller.
yeah, that's pretty well when we got it home. Um, that's it. No canopy or anything like that.
So it's
Tent.
quite a long roller for the size of it, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
So it's probably as
yeah,
long as the D. It's just a little bit smaller all over.
yeah. So it fits inside my shed, no problems. Well, that shed's not there anymore. Um, we're relocating that shed, but that's pretty well as you see it. That's all the motion was there. Um, things like gauge glass fittings were missing naturally. Um, the 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 gear change arrangement on this roller was missing,
Yeah.
and
Well, that's
I'll
awesome because it means that you've rebuilt it.
well, I'm in the process of rebuilding it.
So you will probably have the quietest Fowler roller in the world. You've got to look at
Yeah,
it like that.
I probably will. Um, so
Gary will have the loudest fowler in the
Yeah,
world, and
yeah.
mine's about second.
So there we are. There, hang on. I'll go full screen on this. I'll get rid of us. So right, you can't see it. Hang on. I'll zoom in a bit more. There we go. That's the wife. So right here, you might be able to see my cursor.
Yep,
On the end of the spline there
yep,
goes a gear.
yes,
Well, two gears, and that's slow or fast, and
yep,
they lock into there, and they slide within each other, and they lock in.
yes. The D's got an extra shaft.
Yeah. So, and the other thing that was missing or is missing was, sorry, let's say was. So the two gears that go on the end here were missing, and the casting plate that goes up here, they call that the clutch gear. Now that's got the lever on it where you select
Yeah,
slow
yep,
and fast. And thankfully, I managed to find that through Merle, Museum of English Rural Life.
yes.
They had a lot of drawings, and I am so thankful for them.
If you know what you want, that's great.
Well, even when you, even though it's on their drawing list and you ask, they say, "Oh no, sorry, we haven't got that."
Yes,
The other thing I cannot for the life of me find, well, they say they haven't got it, is the build sheet. I can't get that. They say it's not available.
yeah. Well, mine wasn't either. I don't think.
Yeah,
So that's
I
in the book with the K numbers, isn't it?
um,
But I
yeah.
don't know whether there's any.
Have you looked on the online reading room?
Yes,
You have looked at
I
that,
was on there this afternoon
right?
for Indian Gentleman's Roller.
When I started first looking at that, I thought I was going to find the information for my engine, but I didn't. However, the guy who originally got this out of the park, um, he's got a build sheet for 14161, I think, which is a T3
Yep.
of 24 or something, 1924. I've got it all on the computer here.
No, 14
Um,
161's before then. It's 1919, something like that.
yeah, or maybe I'm getting the number mixed up, but it's something along those lines, and it's for a T3. So we've got information there. The build sheet for that one. Actually, what's the number of the guy in India that?
14 131. That's how I know because I just looked that up.
Gee, that sounds familiar. That might be the one I've got a copy of.
That's Indian
Yeah.
D,
Oh,
DN
D.
single cylinder.
Oh, okay, right. No, this is a T3 that went to Bombay. Um, um,
Okay.
so yeah, but one of the blokes in the UK who's doing up a T3, he was going back a couple of years. He was the guy who had his foundation ring riveted in the National Traction Engine Trust tent at Great Dorset Rally, if you
Oh, yeah,
remember.
yeah, yeah.
I talk to him regularly. He's helped me out with a bit of stuff. Um, um, and he reckons I put a post up, and he reckons my engine is in that book. He reckons it is in the collection, but when you get when you ask, they just say, "Oh
I
no,
think you've
it's
actually, I will eventually be there on the ground and I'll go and take some pictures.
yeah,
I think that's probably the best and
yeah,
easiest way. I mean, I've got to go to the Science Museum too about this Bay of
hmm
Peacock thing that I can't get
yeah,
bits for. Has someone, while we're here,
yeah,
um, could someone post a link to this live stream on YouTube in the chat?
yeah,
I can cut and paste it.
yeah, mate. Let me just hang on a second. So that's the link to my YouTube channel and this live stream.
Oh, that'll do.
Is there someone? Do you want to
No, I
invite
was just going
someone
to ask
else?
him. Oh, no, I just wanted to invite him into the stream. That's all.
Yeah,
That's easy.
I can bring him on camera if you want. If
No,
he's
I don't
into
know
that
about
sort
that,
of
but
thing. Yeah.
let's have a look here. Let's see.
Wrong one. So yeah, I want to get back into doing more of this, more live streams, and I'll do that when you know when I get back into the shed. I'm going to show the progress of getting into the shed.
There we go. Back.
So so the shed at
Yeah,
the
the
moment.
shed's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, I'll be a happy boy when that happens. Hopefully,
Yeah, for sure.
I'm hoping by the end of the week.
Oh,
Sorry,
wow.
not the end of the week. Sorry, the end of the month.
By the
I'll
end of
be
the
more.
month, you're going to have it
Yeah.
lock up.
Well, I hope so. I'm hoping so. So
That
this
should
is
be
what I've
right. If we
this
don't get
this is what
rain,
I've yeah, this is what I've got at the moment. So the
awesome.
water's gone. Uh, so uh, Casey, is it Casey? Sorry,
Casey.
Casey's workshop there.
Creasy's.
Creasy's
Creasy's looks. What's it look
Creasy's
like
workshop.
now? Yeah, Creasy's
So
workshop. That's
that's
John Creasy.
yeah, right. That's what it
Oh,
looks
there
like
you go.
now, Creasy. So we had the concrete poured before Christmas. Thankfully, we're very very lucky to have the concrete poured before Christmas. So you can see part of the old shed laying down on the slab there. Um, that's another story. We had an issue with one of the contractors. He sort of threw a spanner in the works. That's a little mini excavator there, and
Mm.
um, yeah, it's just a work in progress. Um, we seem to think we had the lady from the shed company out here this morning. She was doing a final check, and potentially where we've got the power coming into the shed, it may be in the wrong spot. It may be,
Oh,
yeah,
helpful. Yeah.
yeah. Well, that was both my fault and the electrician's fault when we did it. So anyway, well,
Cross the
it's
bridge when it comes.
yeah, it's right on the corner, and the lady who's doing she's a sales consultant. She feels that it's right on the edge of where the roller door is going to come down,
Oh,
or
okay.
the edge of it. So I don't know. So
It's not much good having a power connection in the middle of the roller door.
no, it's not in the middle. It's maybe right on the edge. So I spoke to the
If
electrician
you're
today.
steering a roller in and out of there, it's in the middle.
Well. The thing is, it's going to have three doors across the front, right? So this door is going to be where the workshop's going to be,
Yeah.
right? So the rollers, once the roller's complete, it'll be in the middle. It'll be able to drive in when it's canopy on without any problems, and the cars will go on this side.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's not so bad.
so you can see the outline of the old shed. Actually, I'll zoom in a bit. There we go.
Yep.
You can see the outline of the old shed, which was
Well,
six
that
by
seemed
nine.
like a pretty big shed too when I was in there.
Yeah. That's right. You came before it all sort of happened, and the extra bit is so it's going to be 9 by 12 or 12 by 9.
Oh, yeah.
So all of this over here is virtually going to be all workshop, bigger workshop than what I had before. As you can remember, I was pretty cramped in, but it was functional. I got
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. You
stuff
had everything set out nice.
I got stuff done, but it'll just be nice to you know get just be a bit more organised. So I'll slip back to where am I going? All right, I'll bring this one up because this is This will give you a better idea of what things are going to look like. So,
Oh yeah,
so that's
it should be
that's
good.
what we're going for. Yeah, that's what's coming. Yeah. So that'll be the workshop.
Yep.
That'll be where the roller goes once it's.
Oh, heaps of room.
Yeah. Yep.
Or sort of.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And
What? How tall's your roller?
what is it? No, just under 3 meters, so 9 foot something and 3/4. I
Okay, because mine's 3.1 and just on 3.1.
well, yours and mine are the same height.
Well, maybe mine's got Abeling rolls on it too.
Oh yeah, okay. I think the chimney is the biggest. Just let me.
Yeah, the chimney's slightly taller than
Yeah,
the canopy, but yeah, sitting on level ground is 3.1.
yeah. That sounds about right. Um, where is it?
But it's got different feet on it, so maybe that's changed it as well. It's certainly changed the weight by quite a lot.
So if you
It's one of the things that changed the weight by quite a lot.
of course, you never find anything when you want it, do you?
No.
Do you have a? I sent I sent you that parts catalog in the PDF
Yeah, I
format.
was looking at it
Yeah.
before.
Yep. Yep.
Will that have the overall height on it?
No, that won't. But I'm just about to grab it in the drawing here in the general arrangement.
But it's, yeah. We sort of sat a stick across the top of the chimney and got a measuring tape, and it's 3.1
Yeah.
on
So
account of not wanting to build a shed that was 20 mil too short, which very nearly happened.
there you go. Total height is 9 foot 11 3/4.
Yeah.
Typical of the old. I've seen this on a lot of drawings for steam locos and so on. They do things in quarters or 3/4. It's never any a solid size. You know, just it's just funny how that works out because one of the other guys. Uh,
It's a pretty specific sort of a measurement for something like a steamroller height.
yeah, but no, actually, sorry, the canopy. Oh yeah, no, I know the canopy's.
3,042.
Yeah, the chimney's the highest, 9 foot 11 3/4. 3,000.
It's 3 meters, so
Yeah,
I'm 100 mil higher than that.
yeah. So the maximum height you can see there is 3.14 when the roller door is fully open. So there'll be
Oh,
enough
yeah,
enough room.
that's enough. Yeah, so the roller is 70 or 80 mil higher than that.
Yeah,
But I think it's the front rolls probably.
yeah. Well, my rear rolls are very thin. I've like I said, I've got a lot. I just grabbed a lot of drawings, and I've got a set of drawings there for one rear rolls, which is 2.5 inches thick. And then there's another drawing there for a set of rear rolls that are only
Yes, I
one
saw
in,
that.
1 inch thick. So so I'm pretty sure this one came out with the 1 inch thick rolls, and they
Well,
have
mine's got the heavy ones on it,
they have worn over
but
time.
they're also Aveling, so I don't know.
Mm. So what was I going to show?
Really good question.
I do have some photos and videos of your engine when it was at Petrie. Um,
Okay,
way,
I've got
way,
a couple, but
way before you ever thought about owning it. So
yeah,
I will find those and send them to
if
you.
you can.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the
Take care, Electro Pancake.
off to work. Have a good night. Thank you very much, Electro
Is there
Pancake.
going to be a tunnel to your house, Chris? John says, is there going to be a Colin Fuse style,
Is there
a
going to be
Colin Fuse style tunnel?
no, no. Hang on,
Okay, that's a no.
I'll throw that
Fair
out.
enough.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I haven't been paying any attention to the chat.
That's all right.
Um, so
Sort of It's
Any
very
shed you
difficult.
build and think it will be an okay size, but you need to double the size. Yeah, you're right.
That's very true
Yeah,
too.
and Electro. Yeah, thanks Electro for coming over. It's been great having you here. Really appreciate it. Definitely going to be doing more of these because it's nice to sit here and talk about our common interests and our engines, which are virtually identical, really. Um, so I've managed to gather little things over time, like this top hat, which goes over the
Oh yes, yep.
yeah. I managed to get that. That came up from John Jager, I think, sold that to me, um, and Bill Ives picked it up when he was down at Maitland.
Okay,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah, down at Maitland, which
yep.
I had planned to go to, but one got rained out.
Well,
One got rained out, and the next one I managed to break my ankle beforehand. So
oh, that's what happened.
yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah,
going to go too, but
yeah.
it didn't happen.
So this.
No, Stephen was going too with his injured, but he's ended up on the side of the road somewhere
Oh, righto, righto.
with
Um,
a breakdown.
one of the last, pretty well. I've done a bunch of stuff with this engine. This is the steering mechanism I had in the lathe, or my lathe, and
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I end up having to take it to work and finish it off because when I was in this position, even on light cuts, I was getting a lot of chattering, like you wouldn't believe. I just couldn't.
I can sort of believe,
I
yeah.
couldn't believe it. I didn't think I would actually, but I did. Um, I was a little bit disappointed. I thought, you know,
Is that a hard surface on the outside? Do you think
no,
it'd work hardened
no,
or?
no. It was quite soft. If anything, it was soft. Um, yeah, so I was a bit disappointed in that. But anyway, look, this lathe has managed to do, um, a fair bit of work for me in its time I've had it. So I really can't complain. But anyway, maybe I just didn't have the support with the tailstock
Yeah,
with
maybe,
because
yeah, maybe your tailstock's struggling a bit with the weight
yeah, because I've got a digital.
because it's not a light part.
No, I got a digital readout on here, and it's adds another 3 inches on to whatever you're doing. So it's a bit of a
Oh yeah.
pain in the bum actually. So
Mm.
um, actually, that's one thing I'll ask you about. What do you like with digital readouts? You know much about them? Done
No,
much?
nothing.
No, nothing. Okay.
Um, why? What's wrong with it?
Okay, so the one I had on there was a Essen. Essen. It came with the machine,
Okay, it's
and
a fairly expensive one.
yeah, and it crapped out. So I brought another digital readout online,
Yeah,
and
just a
and
standard one.
everything's the same. It was a nice bright
Yep.
LCD display. However, when I connected everything up, and even though I tuned it to the right ohms, um, I get nothing. It just shows zero all the time, and nothing counts in either X or Y. So
That's with your old scales.
yeah, but everything matches up.
Good luck.
Hey,
Yeah, the plugs and everything match up.
yeah, but
Now, I
even the
believe,
scales, when you look at the
did your DRO come with a little fancy little connection plug with a resistor and a
no, don't think so.
no? The last couple I've seen sold did, which is basically an extension plug
Yeah,
to go in the back, with some to give you. There must be two different systems because it gives you a different. John Creasy's the expert.
mm,
Um, it gives you a different platform, I think, or something like that.
yeah.
Um,
The The other,
My mate John here in Logan, he's got a Colchester, he bought a brand new Colchester a
yep,
couple of years ago,
right.
and yeah, because as you do,
Hmm.
and he had an expensive English or German DRO on it, which is really nice. But one of the scales died, and he replaced the scale with the same brand, and it was a fortune. Like it was $1,100 or something for the scale.
Hmm.
It was quite a long scale,
Yeah.
but even so, it's crazy expensive. Because I lent him, or he found a cheap one, and I don't think that works. So I think there is a couple of different like platforms or firmware systems or something that. Stuart says his did. He
Hmm.
bought one recently. There's two wiring systems to the same
Right.
plug.
Right. Well, anyway, it's one of those things I'll look at when I get back.
If you've got that sitting on your bench, Stuart, take a picture of it and put it on my Discord so that Mark can have a look.
Yeah, I'll I'll get a lot of things are going to happen when the new shed goes up and so on. And the other thing, of course, I'm doing, which silly me, is I'm working on this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, righto. In your spare time.
Yeah, me spare time. So this is the
Okay.
steam.
Because
This
everyone
is
needs a 2 foot gauge loco.
Yeah, this is one of two steam locomotives that used to work at Dreamworld, where
Yeah.
I used to work. I used to drive this loco.
Yeah.
So
So where is it now?
at
Who owns
at
it?
the Railway Museum at Woodford.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I've been involved in that society since I was a kid. My father was president at one stage. He's now in his 80s, and he wants to run for president again. Just
That's a bit crazy.
oh yeah.
But I mean, it's the team behind a railway society that works out whether anything happens or
Well,
not,
yeah.
and you've got to
There's.
put your hand up sometimes.
I'll tell you more about Woodford. Um, I used to be
But
heavily involved. I've pretty well done everything. Been on the committee and
we had
roster.
an executive decision not to put down a 2 foot gauge track.
Yeah. Uh,
There was one available, and it was almost an opportunity. Well, it was an opportunity, and
which one was
Fridge and I,
which one was that?
there's some track available on the Gold Coast.
Oh yeah, whereabouts?
We'll talk about it at some point.
Yeah, all right. I'll tell you a bit more. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I might know where.
you don't want to know.
I think I
You don't
might.
want to know, but there's about 200 meters of track.
Okay, is it in the Gold
Um,
Coast hinterland?
yes,
Is it on a guy's property?
yes.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Okay. The
Um,
Springer's a good mate of mine,
yes,
so
yes. I haven't talked to Springer in a long time. Is he still going?
okay, good. Yeah, I saw him a week back. I call in to see him probably once a month, something
Okay.
like that.
Well, next time you see him, please, I'll have to give him a call and say hello.
Yeah, yeah.
He,
He's not going anywhere much nowadays.
yeah. Well, he hasn't changed much because
No, he hasn't changed at
he
all.
said he was dying last time I saw him, and that was what
There's nothing wrong with him, seriously.
5 years ago.
He's healthiest. He must be 80 now, but he's the healthiest 80-year-old I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
yeah, yeah.
Nothing wrong with him.
Bit of a hypochondriac, but
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he's English.
yes, I
Um, he's actually set up a still and he's brewing mead. So
oh,
if you
is
go
he?
up there,
Oh, okay. Because
probably don't drive.
he 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 offered me the right. Oh, he didn't offer it.
Well, I think if you want it,
Years ago he wanted someone to look after it because
yeah.
but
Well, he's had a property dispute recently
oh right.
with one of the neighbours that have sold out and discovered that the property lines are all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like both sides are 10 foot the wrong way or something, which means that half of the one side of the railway track was down the other side of the fence. And it's been pulled up and it's stacked up in a heap there. So someone's done that, but no one's come and collected it. And he's like, well, if you want it, you can take it. And we sort of thought, well, we could get a truck, but it's 10 grand that no one's got.
Yeah, yeah. It's
In realistic terms,
does he want something? Does he want money for it? Does he?
No, he wants no, but by the time you put on a truck
Yeah.
and find a loader
Well,
and
you're
a
lucky.
crane.
You're lucky. It's bloody 24 pound rail. It's light stuff. You know.
Yeah, yeah, but then you've got to ballast it at the other end, and it's going to need a lot of new sleepers. Um, I'm a bit of a realist when it comes to that. It's going to cost 10 grand to set it up somewhere.
Yeah. I'm just. This is the other guy I normally stream with. This is G from Funk and Hungry. That's his food review channel.
Okay.
Um, but he also has a model channel where
Oh,
he
cool.
he does painting of the models of the
No, yeah,
yeah, so quite a talented guy.
much
Got
more patient than
oh
me.
yeah, he's got a good thing going. So good guy to hang around with, and
Bill and Stuart are all
welcome, G.
into
Thank yeah.
models.
So got a good community. That's it. Warhammer. Thanks, G.
Okay.
G's into Warhammer. Plus his food reviews, and yeah, we have a bit of fun and all that sort of thing. So go on over and have a look at Funk and Hungry's channel. Um, Gee, if you want, throw the link in the chat, mate. You're most welcome to. You've always been there to help me out, so go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Emma's Machine Shop. She was live earlier before on her channel, which you do once a week, and tried to get me in there, but we had some technical
Yeah,
problems.
I just wasn't really in the.
Yeah, no, we it's all good.
I'm going to just post a picture of this Indian roller.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Um,
Um, so
I
I
think
think I
you
was
can
trying to
just
find an
go. You can
overall
do it
view of the
this
workshop.
way.
Now, have people seen Gary's engine at all? Do they know about it? Have you showed?
I
You don't show.
I don't think I've even seen it up close
Right,
since it's been restored.
right. I'll bring this up. So this is Gary's
This is
engine.
my. Oh, that's your screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll
Yeah,
you
right.
can
That's Gary's.
yeah,
No, you're right. I'm
yeah,
cancelling this. That's Gary's engine.
yeah. And
Um,
we got Bill's Marshall S-type roller in the background.
Marshall's
Yeah.
nice.
Thanks, G.
Yeah,
Um,
got it. I see it there.
that's Funkin' Hungry. You can check out his channel. Put your modelling channel in too, G, if you want.
Yeah.
Um, he does some good stuff. Uh,
That worked.
yeah, no, mate, it
But
worked. Yeah, no, it worked fine, mate. It worked fine. Um, so yeah, so that's Gary's down at Old Petrie Town. He brings it down about once every 3 months or something
mhm.
like that. So,
He's brave getting it over there by the edge. But anyway,
oh no, that's hard as anything.
I'm
Well,
yeah. I always get nervous.
thanks, G. I appreciate it. I got to thank Emma because Emma's brought over a lot of her viewers from her channel to
Yeah,
mine.
they're all crazy, so it doesn't matter.
And we're going to be. This is the first one for me for 2024, and I'm going to be doing a few more once once things get going. Um,
Gary's engine's done a bit of work. It's getting a few oil stains.
yeah, yeah, but I tell you what, he's working on it. Every so often, he'll send me a text message and what he's done in terms of maintenance. He's really looking after it, really well. Um,
I might just share my screen
yeah,
now.
mate. Yeah, you share it over, and
Hang on.
I'll have to approve it, but you go for it because
I'm only going to share some pictures.
that's all right. Righto. So I'm going to bring that up. There we go, and I'll go full screen, and you can. So that's
Yeah, so that's the Indian D. It's a
right,
bit rough.
right,
I don't know if you noticed, but it's a single, which is a bit unusual.
right. Well, I can tell you now that has the same gear arrangement as
It has,
as
yes,
mine.
as the T. That's
Yes,
exactly right,
yes.
which is a bit strange. That's what threw me a bit, but it's also got the horizontal mud hole cover,
Yeah.
which makes it a D as well.
Okay. That's why I asked about the engine number. What's the engine number? So,
Yeah. So I think it's definitely a D. Um,
which
Poor thing
I did send a link to Bill Ives as well. I invited him on if he wanted to come on.
is
Um,
probably got to be at work at 3 a.m. or something.
has he? Ah,
I
right.
don't know. No, Bill, does he ever stop?
Yeah.
Have you had an opportunity where he's just been standing still, not doing anything? Have you ever known him to be that person?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Um,
Maybe I'm wrong.
what group's that one? Is that Heritage Steam Restorers or is it which one?
It's on. No, I'm not sure. I'll tell you in a minute when I close
I,
this,
I
but I
should
haven't got
have
a clue.
I should have shared this stream to my roller page as well, but I might do that next time. I think.
I don't know what we got here anyway. Well, sorry.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, let's go through this. For some reason, it did that.
Which Facebook page did you say? Or thing?
No, this is just in a chat.
Oh, righto. Yeah, which chat?
That one.
Oh,
John
your
Fowler roller. Oh no, yeah, it's just chat on Facebook.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't think.
I'm going to do it this way. I think. There we go. So poor thing's a bit sort of sad, but I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in India.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
And there's the number.
14131. Righto.
Where can you identify where that number is? It looks like it's on the
Yes, it
cylinder,
is.
does it?
Mine is actually stamped. Actually, I'll share this. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's in a different spot to what mine is. Um,
Yeah, absolutely. It's not at a spot
oh,
that here's
oh,
some
hang
pictures.
on. Oh, righto. I'm glad I looked at this photo now for good reason.
That's a D because it's got the second shaft. See?
Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, hang on. Yeah, righto. Keep going. Has he got other photos? Yeah, right.
It's a single.
Has he got any close up of the gear?
I can ask.
Where a lot of people fail to take close up photos.
Yeah, there's another picture. You can see the gear.
Yeah,
Let's have a look. I think it's the third person that's actually he's sort of shopping from afar, um, and it's got someone taking
yeah,
pictures.
right.
This is missing the worm off the
Hmm.
steering, probably.
But it's all there.
Um, yeah, it's well. There's a clack missing off the
Yeah,
side.
my clacks.
There's no brass up
Yeah,
on top. There's no brass
my
anywhere on it.
clacks were missing too. So the fairies doesn't matter what it was.
Yeah.
All locos, whether it's steamroller, steam engines in parks, all the brass stuff. That was the first thing to go.
See, he was looking at this number, but this isn't. This is a Buckinghamshire English engine. It's painted on the inside of the flywheel. I don't think that's anything. I haven't got a clue what that is.
Mm, hang on. No,
It's
no,
not.
no,
It's not the
no,
engine number.
no. Hang on. It could be because the flywheel looks. Those spokes look the same.
But that number is actually an English engine from the works book.
Because that's what Fowlers did. They wrote numbers on the inside of everything. Because I've found the engine number on the inside right hand rear roll on one of the spokes strakes.
Yeah, right.
I've
Well,
and I've
the
got photos.
this
Yeah,
number, um, according to the works book, that went to Buckinghamshire Municipal Council with that number on it on that roller. So whether they got them swapped over, look, they're close enough. Like they're 6 numbers
yeah,
different. They may have been fitted to the wrong engine in the factory.
yeah. That's possible. Um,
When I think about it, yeah, it's the other one's one. This one's 131, and that's 126. So it's what's that's four numbers, five numbers.
Right. Because you've
So don't know, but I know mine's got parts stamped with numbers that are close by, but they must have been in the factory at the same time because one of the clacks is from an engine in
yeah,
Bolivia.
right. So the clack valves were stamped as well, were they?
Yeah, mine
Oh,
were.
okay.
One of them's got 16771, and one of them's 16 something else.
Right. Right.
It's a fire old door. Um, Likely places to find the engine number. At least they found
Yeah.
one.
Well, the engine number is stamped on the cylinder block and also on the spectacle plate when you stand on the foot.
Yeah, well, that's what this picture was for.
Yeah, but you have to.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You got to actually stand on.
that's where you look
Yeah,
for it.
you got to be on the foot plate,
Yeah,
looking down on
yeah.
it, straight down on it. Well, good. Well, it'd be nice.
There you
It'd be
go.
nice to see it rescued and restored. Like I said, I'm
Yeah,
surprised that.
it's a big job,
Well,
but they
yeah,
all are,
I'm surprised.
and it's not as big a job as some of
No,
them.
no, I'm surprised that somebody from the UK hasn't grabbed it and repatriated it.
Yeah, well, there's that too.
God, that makes more.
I don't know what the boiler's like. I can see daylight in
Yeah.
there, but it looks like it's still got cladding on there.
Mm.
Whether the works plate's down here on the ground underneath in the dirt, I don't know.
You wouldn't know. I was surprised to find the blowdown valve on my engine. Um, it was still bolted on the back of the boiler, and because it was out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, it's in there. Yeah, it's in there out
Yeah,
of the
nobody
way.
knew about it.
But it's a silly place to put a blowdown valve. But anyway,
Well, they
that's
had to because
here or
mine
there.
had the strengthening bar for the.
Ah, yes, for the
Yes,
scarifier.
yes,
Oh, that's my engine.
that's all right.
It's cleaner than it's been for a
Yeah,
long time.
well, keep going.
Um, I don't know if you can see my cursor. You
Yep.
probably can. But we had that plug out
Mm,
recently. Trying to find where the water level is in where the top of the smoke box crown level is in relation to the
mm,
gauge
mm.
glass, because it's well down here under this nut, which is a good
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. You've got plenty of room. You're not. If you run out of water,
Yeah,
you're doing something.
it disappears terrible quick, as you
Mm,
know, on a road vehicle. Like the water level just disappears like nobody's
yeah.
business. Here's this chain is a absolute. This is a this should have been factory, but you can't live without
Mm,
this. This is one of those things that every fowler
yep.
needs. That's a huge plus. Anyway, there's my plate.
16771. Yeah, well. Oh, Matt Hutton.
16772's in Canberra,
Right.
and 770 is in New Zealand.
I've got a I've got a replica plate for mine because I don't have the original one. However,
Anyway, we can go back to stream without
yeah.
everyone looking at my Facebook.
However, a nice individual has told me that he actually sent me a photo of my original plate. It's actually still in existence. So I'm hoping that'll come back to me one day. So we'll wait and see. But anyway, here's my engine. Here it is.
Oh, poor thing.
So that's photo was taken in. This is not my photo. This photo was taken in about 1961. That's when it was parked up um, after the council had finished using it, and obviously they had brought a diesel roller to replace it. So built in 1926, shipped out here and worked up until 1960, 61. And as you can see, everything is still there. Everything, you know.
Mm.
Um, they have made one of the changes. You can see the steam pressure gauge is not in its original position. It's a lot higher up.
Yeah, I saw that.
And but yeah, so that's it.
Have the same weather protection as I've got on
Yeah,
mine is
yeah,
sheet of plywood and two
yep,
bricks.
yeah. So they did actually have a cap on the chimney. That was a good thing. Um, you can see the
Yeah.
clack valves all still there, all that sort of stuff. Um, but yeah, um,
Stamped on the outside on the round on the outside should be a number. But I'm not sure if they all had it either. I think it's a bit hit and miss, to be honest. Fowler's record keeping and production and stuff is all a little
mm.
bit over the show.
So I'll find see if I can find a photo. Now I'm here. I'll go to photos. I'll stop doing that. Here we go, photos. Now I have to go back through my photos. We'll go with that one. So this is the replica plate that the guy got made in the UK. It's
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
is.
nice.
It is a really good reproduction. Um,
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
However, um, it would be nice to have the original, and the original does exist. Yeah,
Oh, I see. Yes.
I'll tell you about that offline.
Someone who's probably nicknamed Hydraulic.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so there's this here is that's the advertisement for the convertible. So it could be either
Yep.
a tractor or a roller. Um, pretty impressive.
And that's the other one. That number that was on the flywheel on that Indian engine was also a
Oh,
convertible
right,
D.
okay. Oh, excuse me.
So that's a bit unusual.
Mm,
Is yours a convertible?
no, no, it's not. No.
No.
And my wife, who is very crafty, is able to do this sort of thing. And
Yeah, I think I need to invest in a couple of those when I see her
yeah,
next.
yeah. Um,
Um,
so, and we've done more. We've done, and that's just using those advertisements, and we've just put it on there. And I've actually got a cup. We put writing up the top, John Fowler and Company, and we've done a
it's
bit of experimenting. So
I've actually this is a yeah. I'll show you in a minute.
yeah, you're right.
Right, this
Oh, very
artwork
nice. Hmm.
right is probably going to get inked on my leg.
Right.
We're going to go out there in a like a patchwork, an embroidery patch tattoo, which is very
Mm-hmm.
nice, and then a realism. Um, don't go there, but there's a date written on the back. But we'll see what happens with that
Right. Right. So this,
because everyone needs a
of
steamroller too.
course they do. Of course they do. So this is when I brought her home. Um,
Your
no,
truck?
works. I
Okay,
got
that's a bit of a score having
yeah.
one of
I got
them.
to thank my work. They've helped me out tremendously over the years. In February, I'll be within 10 years, and
Yep.
look, it's has, like every work, it has its ups and downs. It hasn't. I'm not on the
Yeah.
best of money, but there's a lot of fringe benefits that.
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you exactly
yeah,
the same with
yeah.
my job.
So
It's really, I complain
yeah,
about it, but really I'm not
yeah,
doing too bad.
yeah. So that's
So is that a
yeah,
tilt tray or is it just a
yeah.
tip?
No, she's a tilt rate. 12 and a half. We can
Okay,
do 12.5 ton on her. Um,
okay. That's the problem with something like that is that the 16771 is 14 and three
yeah,
quarter or
yeah.
something.
So um, the other. So this is much later. This is way later before I got the roller. That's sitting in the
Yeah,
park without its canopy. Um,
or its chimney cap.
yeah. No, no, no. It had a cap on it. They welded a cap on it.
3 inches of concrete. No, they
Yeah.
welded one on. That's
It
all
used
right.
to. It used to sit in the dirt. I'll drag that photo up and show you where it was originally. But then they moved it to and sat it on here. This photo's from Bob Cluck, boiler inspector.
Yep,
He took
yep.
this one. That's about 2010.
Still got a safety
Yeah,
valve.
2010. Yeah, still. Yep. So as you see it there in that photo, that's pretty well how I got it.
Yeah.
And I've been on this journey now for 5 years doing this.
Wow.
Yeah, how time flies. Well, don't forget I broke my ankle in between that. So there's
That doesn't
three,
help.
four. There's 4 months I didn't do anything there. Um, so um, so these, so this is like I say. Here's one of the fringe benefits of work is I get to bring home stuff
Yeah,
like that, and
sure.
you know, it's just that's one of our
Um,
loaders from work. Then picked up the boiler, no worries. That's my forklift. So once I brought the roller, the next thing I went out and brought was that forklift. That was an absolute bargain off Facebook
yeah,
Marketplace,
that's pretty
and
awesome thing to have.
it's
Absolutely.
done tremendous work around home here. And if the next thing you buy, you and Fridge should invest in a forklift.
Yeah, what would be nice is a telehandler.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't you? That would be perfect. Um, so um,
But it hasn't happened yet.
telehandlers are nice, but a forklift second best. The only downside of a
Yeah,
forklift, of course, is they're easier to get stuck than a telehandler. But if
yes. It can't be any easier to get stuck with a
if
roller.
you if you're smart with a forklift, it'll save you a shipload of lifting. You know, if you get yourself in position um, and lift whatever you got to do, put a bit of steel under the
Yeah,
wheels,
oh, for
you'll be
sure.
surprised what you can do. Um,
So this is my, here we go. It's, I'm going to share this.
well, that's different. Okay, I'm just looking at another photo. Huh,
Um,
that's interesting.
which,
Um,
we're looking at the same thing?
no,
No?
no, no. Hang on a second. I just noticed something
No, you're right.
because I'm following up on something. I'm just noticing. I'll show you this photo. So
Yeah, go
this
for it.
photo was given to me. This is my roller sitting in the park at Allarat in 1970. So,
Yep,
and you can see it's all complete there. All the
yeah,
gear motion,
sure can.
everything's still there. I don't know who that person is. I got no idea.
No,
But on the back of the photo is Fowler 16930 Allara 1970 is when that photo was taken.
yep.
So yeah, it's that's interesting. I've just noticed something different from one photo to the other. So Might be one of those things where the operator complained and they made a change or something like that.
Okay.
Um, um, right, here we go. I'll just finish doing this. I
Yeah,
think
go
this
for it.
photo's from, I think Stephen Parender gave me this photo.
Yeah.
So that's it in the park again. But as you can, oh, excuse me, as you can see, or as you can't see, we've now got bits missing, as in no gear apparatus. If you can make that out.
No, that's right. Some of that's been
Mm,
hydraulic
yes, yes. So,
and a few other bits as
mm.
well, probably.
So it did have the canopy at one stage, but later in life it got removed, unfortunately.
It's a
Yeah,
pity.
yeah. In fact, you can.
I see there's a set of canopy irons for
Yes, well, I'm talking to that.
there's one for sale in the
I'm actually
UK at the
talking. That's
moment.
the thing I'm working on
Okay, excellent.
because,
You can always come and copy mine.
yeah,
There's
I
not
know,
much to
but
them.
if I can get something,
Also, bear in mind that they weigh about 4 times as much as you think they
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's why I'm in conversations with the guy because I'm really keen. It's going to solve a lot of problems for me. So,
That's all inch and a quarter solid
yeah,
steel.
steel or wrought iron.
Well, I reckon it's probably wrought iron. Yeah, it's probably
Mm.
forgings, but
One thing I noticed
it's
in this
pretty
photo, you can
heavy.
still see quite a lot of oil still coming down here, and that's one thing when I found started take
Yeah.
when I took it apart, everything was coated in oil, and even the cylinders are really good condition. I got a hone from work, and I spent about 10 minutes in there, and they're perfect. It was in very minor pitting, like virtually nowhere.
What's the bit of wood across the front of the front roll yoke?
I have no idea. Probably a scraper. No, no, that's just the gap.
Oh no, it's just
Yeah,
yeah, right. I would move it over
yeah.
there. It's different. Yeah.
I have. I did manage to get a bit of original cladding. I've still got a bit of original cladding from it. Yeah,
Okay. How thick is it?
about 1 inch.
How thick's the cladding?
Timber cladding, about 1 inch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, you haven't got any of the
Oh,
steel.
the original cladding was gone. Well, actually, no.
Yeah,
There was a
right.
remnants just in here, and same on the other
Yeah.
side. Like, yeah,
Mine's about 3 times
mm,
heavier than it needs to be, I think.
yeah. So anyway, look, she it's survived this long. I I think I can make it survive a bit longer.
I think you can get another 100
Yeah,
years out of it. No
yeah.
worries at all.
So, and that's Dan's roller in the park at Sydney.
Yeah. He's done a remarkable
Yeah.
job with that.
Oh yeah. Absolutely fantastic.
Poor thing.
But it that's an interesting story too. So um, my my journey's been really, a steep, not a steep learning curve, but a learning curve for sure. Um, for those of you still watching, this was my workshop. Um,
Yeah, it's awesome.
pretty, but so now I'm going to have more room than this. Um, it wasn't getting a bigger shed wasn't just for me. It was, you know, uh, uh, there's a few reasons for getting a bigger shed. Um,
Mm.
you know, just going to be set for life and all that sort of stuff. Um,
Yeah, well, it doesn't do anything to your property value
uh, mm,
detrimentally either.
um, I've I've got seeing you're a sign writer.
Oh,
Um,
yeah,
see that's
I'm still coming to
see
terms with
that
that.
sign up there. Says
Yeah,
no standing anytime. Rail patrons accepted.
patrons
Yeah,
accepted.
so
Yeah,
it's only got an arrow on one end. Could you put an arrow on the other end and
yeah,
make
you
it
match
make it
that.
look proper? Uh,
Yeah, you'd probably have to recoat the whole arrow just so you get a nice job and you can't but I don't think that'd be a problem.
Anyway, that's something to look at.
We'll call in
Yeah,
sometime and do it.
yeah,
Probably got that colour in the van.
yeah.
We mix up pretty close
Stuart
anyway.
reckons it's going to be still too small.
Oh, it will
Oh,
be.
look, hey, look. So, um, all right. Well, I'm going to stop sharing things.
You're in
Well,
none.
no. I'll keep going,
Okay.
but I'll stop sharing stuff so we can get yours up because you've got.
Well, yeah, I was just sort of having a
You're
look
right.
at that.
There we go. Here's yours, and we'll go full
Um,
screen. We'll get our ugly mugs off. So, what did you want to tell us about that?
oh, there we go. I'm
What?
sharing it.
What? While you're
Where's
doing
it
that, I'm going to
disappeared
grab a drink
completely?
of
There we
water.
go. Yeah, do that. This is not what we wanted. Hang on. We've got problems. I think I've got problems. I'm going to try this.
Did you want me to get rid of that?
Instagram. I don't know what we've done there.
All right. I'll just
I shouldn't be trusted with
technology.
technology. Hang on, let's go to this. Let me see all the crazy people I follow on Instagram.
I don't think I follow you on Instagram. I probably should.
Yeah, it's probably good. Anyway, this is my roller.
Right. Let's.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Um, anyway, this is another project we're working on. That's one of those crazy things that we probably should never have taken on. But anyway,
Oh, that's the. That's the what's the name?
that's the hang on. It's just bit everything. But here we are. This is where we started. Um, this is 16771. It fridges in the rain, which is it's a better day there. These tyres are coming off
Really?
at some point, and we're going to put vulcanized rubber all the way around because it seems like a good thing to do. But it might not be until I save up another 10 grand or so.
You're not happy with those?
Oh, they're all right. They're no good for actual rolling because they just leave tire marks
Yeah.
everywhere. They look a bit ugly, but I'd like to have a good look at the gearbox and the axle and the couple of shafts above it when we do take the wheels off. So all that stuff's going to do, and when it goes back together, it's only going back together once. So we're probably going to put rubber on them.
Yeah.
That's Fridge on top there, having fun.
Is that his actual name?
No. That's just the shape of him mostly.
Right.
Um,
Righto. Okay.
there's probably a biker gang name from years ago.
Right.
Seems to have stuck. But yeah, he is very similar shape to a Fridge. And similar level of intellect. No, he's actual steam fitter, so he's got a few smarts.
Do you want me to?
There's the new signboards. Look at this. A little bit impressed with them actually. I really like those.
You done well with those. Can you
Actually got straight through.
can you send me your Instagram account link just when you
Yeah, absolutely.
cheers,
Um,
cheers, G. Thanks for coming over and supporting the chat. We'll catch up with you soon.
yeah, I'll have a check out your
Yeah,
channel.
definitely.
Absolutely. Gosh, what a year. But there's drain cocks. Have you got that lever casting?
No, no, no.
Okay, I've got patterns for them,
Great,
so
great. I did see that
I might let
in
you
one
have
of your
them.
posts on Facebook, I think. So,
Yeah, we did a bit of a
and
job on
and I
them.
haven't followed it up mainly because I'm nowhere near that stage. And
When you took these off, I hope you marked them, because if it's anything like mine, none of these ports on the side are actually up and down
oh,
straight.
okay. Well, they also
So they don't go back on in one
well,
spot.
um, I've I've had to get the trades guild to cast.
I saw a big box
Yeah,
of drain cock things up there.
hopefully, hopefully there's enough meat on the spigot this time, Rick.
Yours seem a lot lighter than
Mm.
mine.
Well, hopefully there's enough meat on the spigot this time around because when they first got done, there just wasn't enough. There was too much shrinkage there.
Oh, maybe they're the first ones I
Yeah.
saw. They were quite a bit
Mm.
smaller than mine. But there's a few different sizes on the drawings too. So
Yeah. Yeah. I was just trying to find.
anyway, most of my Instagram is
Yeah, just when
jobs that
you're
I'm
ready,
doing.
send it over.
Yeah, right.
I was just trying to find
We'll keep going.
a photo of your engine because I did find it a while back before. Like I said
I would be keen.
before you even thought about buying it. But
There's a blowdown. There's a modification to the blowdown
yes, I
valve
do like that.
that you need to
Mm.
do. It's a pain in the neck because you can't get a bucket under
Mm-hmm.
it, and if you can, it's a bit of a nuisance. So I've done that. That's the bad casting,
Yep.
and the two levers that I put on mine. That's the mould.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this gate here wasn't big enough, which was most of our problem. See,
Yep.
this should have been right through, and then we wouldn't have had a problem. But anyway, there's the finish valve. My valve back together with a few
Mm-hmm.
mods and a few new bits, pretty much. Um, bit of a mess before we started. What happened there? Don't know. There's a cylinder head that blows bubbles. It shouldn't do
Mm.
that. Anyway,
Um,
so everything was sort of this colour when I started,
mm-hmm.
and now it's all nice and
It's
shiny.
great.
That's all that's going to show me for some reason. I don't know why. But Instagram is. I'll send you that in a
Yeah,
minute.
you're right. When you're ready.
Anyway, I'm back to chat.
Right.
I think. So anyway, that's little jobs that you're always
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, and come, I've got a long way to go. I really have. Um, it just, um,
No, you're doing good. You've got to. How's your boiler going as far as
well,
repair?
uh,
Is it ready to
no,
test
no,
or?
no. It's not even here. It's down at Old Petrie Town at the moment. It's down at the club.
But what still needs to be
Uh,
done as far as boiler work?
still, I still need to keep working on it. I still got to keep working on the top sheet. So I've got the
Okay.
new crayons.
Pad welding, or you put it?
No,
You
no,
actually, I
no,
remember you put a
no,
couple of patches in it.
no. We're putting a new top sheet in. Yeah, it's the only way
Yeah,
around it
right.
because the other one was just too badly pitted. So
What's the top of the inner firebox
perfect,
like?
absolutely perfect.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
no problems. Um, to give you an idea, um, let's get a better photo. Better photo. That's probably a better photo there. Going back. This is what I was dealing with when we were starting to take the tubes out. That's how much lime scale was in the place.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I zoomed in a bit much there.
been a while since they did a
Um,
decent washout.
well, they never really did a decent washout. Hard water, um,
Yeah,
and the whole like throughout the boiler was just full of lime scale. I don't know.
that just must have been a dog of a thing to
Well,
steam.
that was I was just about to say that. I don't know how.
It'd been that's almost
Yeah,
impossible in a
yeah,
roller, especially a fowler with not a lot of head on it.
yep.
There ain't much airspace above the
No,
tubes,
no.
and it'd all be just
Mm.
foam.
But anyway, maybe that's why they parked it up because it was, they had trouble steaming or something like that.
I bet they did.
But look, by the time it goes back into steam, um, it'll be
I have half a boiler of town water in mine, and we're about ready to park it up.
really,
So that must have been a lot worse. Oh, it's it can get a bit
yeah.
fussy,
Right. So
and that's the sort of thing that makes the um the the water lift will disappear in the glass all of a sudden and stuff
yeah,
like that.
why for some reason, uh, I tell you what, I think it's a,
In town water, the difference between priming and like water coming out everywhere and having no water in the glass can be about 10
yeah.
minutes.
You thought about putting caustic soda in and make it soften it up.
Yeah, probably it's the trouble is that the two or three times or the once or twice it's happened, we've got to town
Mm,
okay, and we've filled up at a fire hydrant or something. Town being a little place with about 400
mm,
people, and headed back home and discovered that we've got problems.
right. So the actual town water is the problem.
I believe so. It seems to give you a lot of foam and a lot of big round greasy bubbles and not a lot of steam
Yeah.
pressure.
So this one here, this is the one in the Rockhampton Historical Village. Now, for the
Oh
life
yeah,
of me,
yep.
I can't remember the engine number, but it's pretty well all there. Um, and this was 5 years ago, so it is undercover now.
Put a label
Uh,
on it. Yep.
unfortunately, the tender's really rusted out. The boiler has got the lagging on it, and as we can see, it actually is a convertible.
Yes, it is. Look
Yeah,
at
there
that.
you go.
How very cool is that?
Hmm.
I like that tow handle on the front too.
Yes, yes, I was impressed with that. As you can see, the front rolls have been plated at some stage. Um,
That's a nice job of that.
yeah, and it's got the scarifier. And you can see my camera bag there. Um, yeah, it's got everything. Well, pretty well everything.
It's even got the cover over the gear.
Yes, yes. Well, mine. Looking
Yeah.
back at one of those old photos,
Oh, and it's got the motion alert
yeah,
covers on it too.
yeah, motion covers. Yeah,
Ooh, need
mine
for
had,
getting
mine
fucking.
did have that, but
I think they all
yeah.
had it eventually
Mm.
originally.
I
Um,
personally, I don't like motion covers
I think they're a bit of a
because it
nuisance.
hides it.
I'd
it
very much like to put them back on, but from experience, they're a bit of a pain in the neck and they're in the way. And I was going to put a nameplate on one of them, but I've decided to put it somewhere
hmm
else.
But the only reason why I don't like the motion covers is because it blocks the view of what's going on.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
And
But it also doesn't stop any oil or
no,
anything. It just stops people putting their arm in
well,
there.
all the time that I've been involved out at Petrie, and especially with the Aveling, no one's put their arm in there.
No,
Yeah,
it's sort of you've got no, you can't really get that close to it without
yeah,
feeling the heat
exactly. Yeah,
radiation.
yeah. So, and the other thing is, there's always Um, you know, you're always with the engine anyway. You're very rarely going to be away from the engine.
Zoom back in, zoom back in.
Where do you want to go to? I got a.
Front of the cylinder,
Oh yeah, that's what I was. That's
down a
what I was
bit.
going.
What's that fork sticking out there at a funny angle?
I think that's a
It's controlling
regulator
something, is
rod.
it?
I think that's the leftover regulator rod. From memory, the bracket is.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
show you a
Yep.
different photo. The bracket's there. The other place,
Yep.
see where my cursor is there?
You also need new chimney paste for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see where your
Right.
cursor
So
is.
that's the other place where the engine number is stamped. On mine, it's very faint.
I'll have to have a
Yeah,
look at that.
yeah.
Okay.
So I've got quite a lot of photos of this because I took a lot of photos.
Yeah, scroll through them. I'm
If you
interested.
get a chance, go up to that historical village museum because they got some really good stuff. Portables,
Yeah.
some big portables, lots of gear. Um,
See, that's got heavy rolls on
yeah,
it too.
one of the clack valves. You can see all the lagging there.
Yeah. Yep.
That's got it. I asked you.
That's the pump side done, that
Yeah,
one.
I asked if I could borrow and get patterns made, and that was a no. They wouldn't take.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, if you want to come and unbolt them, honestly, they're yours. Take 'em for a week. I don't
Yeah, look,
care. You'll have to go and get
I'm
them.
just not at that stage at the moment. Um,
Yeah, well,
so
when you
there's the
are.
casting for the regulator rod, and it
Oh, yeah,
also
yep,
has its plate on it. 200 pound was the
yep, mine's got
working
that.
pressure for the T3s. I think yours is only
Now, this is a bit of a Chinese puzzle trying to get all these lined
yeah,
up
yeah,
because yours is compound?
yes, exactly that. Yes.
Yeah. So the starting valve rod is a bit of an interesting thing to get
Hmm.
lined up.
So that's one of the portables that was behind it. They had a
Keep looking. Let's have a look at this gear change here.
okay, go back.
Sorry, everyone else will be
Yeah,
bored,
yeah.
but I'd
No,
like to
you're
go
right. We've still
through.
got 6 people watching.
Oh, they're
Right.
crazy
So
though.
that's it there.
Okay, so is that an original cover, do you think, or is it someone's welded
No,
it up?
I think that's an addition by the Rockhampton City Council at the time. Going back
Okay. Well, it seems like a good
yeah,
addition because to hold the grease.
um, going back many years ago, I can remember my father reading out an advertisement in, I think it was the Morning Telegraph, or maybe it might have been the Courier Mail back at the time. The Rockhampton City Council back in, I was pretty young, but I do remember this. Back in the late 70s, Rockhampton City Council were looking for people to come and drive the steamrollers because they were still using
Oh, okay.
steamrollers to roll the
Yeah,
roads.
right.
Yeah, they were physically advertising for people to come and drive them. And they've got two. They've got this one,
Yeah.
and they've got a big Marshall. They've got a 12-ton Marshall.
All right.
Now, it did run maybe 10 years back.
See, that's a nice roller compared to a
Yeah.
Fowler. I shouldn't say that, but it
Oh,
is.
this Marshall roller that they've got it there, it's a big roller, 12-ton Marshall
Yeah.
roller. It's a big engine. It really is.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I tell you what,
Yeah. Keep going. Even the detailed
yeah.
ones, oilers and things.
So
Um,
that's
what do we got there?
that's the bit. That's the
Yeah.
bit I'm missing.
Oh, you're missing
Yep,
that bit.
missing that bit.
Yeah, you can come and borrow
Hmm.
that too. No, it's
Is it the
different.
same?
No.
Right. Okay. So the one that Bill's got uh, is has a right angle on it. So instead of being
Yes.
straight,
I've seen dozens of
yeah,
different ones. I don't think that there was any. They must have standardized them at
yeah,
some point, but they kept
yeah.
changing them. That triangle flange too is
Yeah, well,
different.
see, I've got the water pump. The water pump was still with mine. So,
Yeah.
um, of course, I took detailed photos of it.
See that
Yes.
bit?
The he-
You've obviously already taken yours off, so
no,
I don't have to tell you anything
I
about
don't
that.
have it.
It's the most. I could say some really unkind things about that, but it's almost impossible to get that off and on again.
Yeah.
without taking the wheel off. So put all that on before you put the wheel on,
Oh, righto. All of the brake mechanism. Yeah,
right? Because there's no way you can get it off afterwards.
righto. Righto. You're right. You mean all of that?
Yeah,
Righto.
it just doesn't. It looks like it should just come off. You think that that should just lift out.
Yes.
Like you undo that collar and it just
Hmm.
lifts out, and then the it should just unscrew out the bottom. No,
Right. Right.
it's just doesn't work
Well,
like that.
I got to remanufacture all of that because
Yeah, right.
that was never there when it came to me. So it
It's got a cute little basket on
yeah.
it. Is that something they've
Mm,
made, do you reckon?
I don't know. Don't know.
And that hasn't got a door in the back, has it? Or has it?
No, hang on a second. Let me get another shot here. No.
No,
No.
interesting. Mine
Mm,
has. Don't know if it's a good thing or a
mm,
bad thing. Jeez, Scarify.
mm.
So basically all the gears are worn out on that one.
Yeah, I think she's done a lot more work.
This
Yeah.
canopy, is that a short canopy that's been extended, or is it a long canopy?
I don't know. I'm going to have to go back through my drawings, but I obviously took close-up photos to rep
Yeah,
it. Rep.
that's
Yeah,
genuine.
yeah. To,
Except for those brackets out the side, I reckon they were an
which
add-on.
ones?
The ones right on the outside coming down to the front.
Mm, those there.
No, on the back, see the diagonal ones?
At the front.
One that comes
Ah,
down
yeah,
past the
yeah,
shimmin
yeah.
on the
They,
portable. I don't think that's
yeah,
original. Now, I reckon this is just a short canopy, and someone's put this bit on the front.
probably, probably.
Hmm, interesting. I don't know if there was any long canopy rollers come to
Mm.
Australia.
I think this may have been fitted with a tar sprayer at one stage because look at the sprocket on the end of the flywheel.
Oh, yeah, so I see what you're saying, yeah. Interesting. So she was fully
Well,
accessorized when it was
it
new.
seemed like it, yeah. But once again, the Rockhampton Historical Village does have a good collection of equipment.
They do.
Um, now, as I said before, this roller is undercover now. It wasn't very, yeah,
Rusty.
it wasn't very. There was only really a handful of people.
What's the picture? Next picture beside it.
Which one?
No, to the other
That
one.
one?
That one. Oh, it's a little wall
Mm,
engine. That's
very
nice.
similar to what you're working on with the Garrett.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Um, if you're so here's the Marshall.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. It's a big
it is.
Marshall, a heavy
Yeah,
Marshall.
it's a 12 ton, I believe.
Mm.
Um,
There's a lot of cast iron in
yeah.
the Marshall on a good day.
They've.
Do we know what brand the saw bench is in front?
Oh yeah.
You don't look at all the good stuff,
Well,
see?
some of this stuff I've missed because I don't know what I'm looking at. But they've had people, of course, come along and
Yeah, that's the
start on
trouble.
things, and they've got a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
a big
stuff.
job.
Um, this is
And I try not to get involved in things like that because I just haven't
yeah,
got time.
this is out the back. So I was fairly lucky. Um, clocks. I've got a nice collection of clocks. If you're into that sort of thing,
Yeah, I try not to
yeah,
be.
Bernard is. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I'm
look, all I can say is it's well worth a visit if you're up
I have to have a
if
look.
you're up
Yeah.
that way, and of course go and have a ride on the Purry steam car when you're there if it's running. Um,
Okay.
French built. I think it's the only one left, or one of two in the world.
Peter's nearly close. Peter Nottle's in chat. He's nearly closer to this
Hmm.
than me. Probably not,
So,
actually.
so
Okay. So,
and of course while you're up that,
all the things you do
yeah,
on the way.
you take photos of large coal trains. Don't know
Yes.
why that.
very big
I
coal
don't know why
trains.
that's so blurry. Oh, of course, it's waiting to download from the cloud. It'll get
Oh
clearer in a
yeah.
second. Um,
That's
yeah,
Rockhampton,
yeah,
isn't it?
Rockhampton. Oh, there we go. That's better. Um, yeah, nice big coal trains to go and take photos of right beside the road, doing 100 kilometres an hour with 10,000 tonne of coal, something like that. Two up
Yeah,
the front, two in the middle, or two down the back,
yeah.
whatever. Oh, two in the middle.
It's electric too, isn't it?
No, this was
They're
this was
not.
diesel, but it is all electrified.
Yeah.
So two up the front, two in the middle, two down the back, something like that. 10,000, I think it's 10,000 tonne or whatever it is. Just seems to go on forever. Plenty of videos out there of it, um, and that's us in the plane. We took our grandson. He was good.
Oh,
He
awesome.
loved it. Yeah. So no, it was a good flight up actually. Nice views. I didn't see any UFOs while we were flying around out there.
No, or Yowies.
No, no, no,
You
no,
can't not for the Yowies.
no. Yeah, I was expecting some UFOs, but anyway. Um,
And then you're back onto
yeah. So this is
roller
this
path.
is when I was. Yeah,
Rods.
yeah. When I spent.
Wish mine were all bright and
Yeah,
shiny like
they're
that.
not like that now. I got to redo them. So then bits of motion. So
How much different are you front and back? How worn are they?
what's that?
Like how short's your back brass?
I don't know.
Are they still equal
I
sizes
they
or are
look
they?
pretty. They look pretty equal. Um,
Okay, mine are about 15, 8 mil or
yeah,
something
you
different.
did show me.
There we
I
go.
haven't really taken a serious look at the brasses,
No, probably best.
um, but they do look all right.
They look pretty
Yeah,
good actually.
they're a bit scored. Um,
Yeah, but
I I've had the crankshaft ground. I've had to.
oh
Um,
yeah, no, put it back together with
you
the
know,
name in, it'll come
um,
right.
so um, there's the other loco
I'm listening.
I used to drive at Dreamville.
Yeah, yep.
Believe it or not, that loco was built by Baldwin Locomotive Works in 1917,
Yeah.
and it has changed cosmetically, but it's still got War Department stamped on the side rods and on the
Oh yeah.
cylinders. What it is. Yeah, it's a great, good loco actually. It's a pity they've just. Yeah. Anyway, it's another story. So,
Yeah.
um, so that's an old photo of work, but that's the truck I drive there. That's
Oh yeah.
some of our gear. We've still got this excavator, the Komatsu dozer. We don't have anymore. Um, that's the sort of stuff I play around with, um, and using the crane truck from work. That's the son-in-law giving me a hand to take the crankshaft and flywheel out. So
Yeah.
yeah. So once again, that's the you know, it's the
So you got the flywheel off the
yeah,
crankshaft,
yeah,
okay?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Didn't have too much trouble with that. Made a little bit of a rookie mistake, but it didn't. It came off pretty well. Really, really had no problems.
Okay, I'll pick your brains if we ever could
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, that's easy.
I'm
Um,
hoping it's not for a while.
so, to give you an idea, that's looking down. That's the amount of crap.
Yeah,
That's the that's
yeah,
what we that's what did the damage.
yeah.
Actually, I don't think when they dimpled the plate originally, I don't think they did a really good job, to tell you the truth. But that's
Yeah,
um,
right.
however, the main brasses, they're perfect. I really don't have to do anything to them. Probably just take a few burrs off, and that's it. I can put them back in. Actually, when I took them out, the shaft and the bearings were nice and shiny. Plenty of oil in there. Um, yeah, I was really.
Oh, good.
In fact, they, of course, like everything, when you uncover it, it starts to deteriorate no matter how much oil you put on it.
Yeah, there's not much you can do
Um,
about that.
so
Oh, poor
that's
boiler.
it when we cleaned it up,
Yeah,
and then we started doing some thickness testing, and yeah. So anyway,
Yeah, it's always where it
yeah.
turns pear shaped.
But hey, it's nothing that can't be fixed.
Yeah, true.
Honestly, it's nothing that can't be fixed. Um, that's there you go. That's some of the original timber insulation. Mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not going to put timber back on
yeah,
mine.
right.
I'm going to do a steel
Hmm.
cage and leave an air gap,
Yeah.
I think.
Um, Supernova that we've gone to. Working on the steam loco at Woodford the Perry. Is one of our we had a D10R, but they used it for this job and then they sold it. So
Oh, yeah.
nice bit of gear actually. Bigger they are, the easier they are to drive.
They're less likely they are to wear out and
Yeah, oh,
break.
they still do. Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't think.
Well, I think
You know,
I th-
we've pretty well covered
yeah, I
it.
think we've pretty well covered it tonight. Um, I think we'll
I'm amazingly still
yeah.
awake.
We've still got 6 people watching.
Yeah, and they're all awake. Well, maybe some of them are awake.
But yeah, this has been good, Emma.
No, that's all right. We'll do it again sometime. I'm
I
just sort
really
of,
have enjoyed sitting here talking with you, and you know, and talking with the people in the chat and interacting. I think it helps all of us when we do this sort of thing because
yeah, it's good.
we can bounce ideas off with each other, and of course we can always disagree with each other. We don't have to always.
Now, it's awesome to have a
Yeah,
good look and go through your
yeah,
pictures on the big
mm,
screen. It's really
yeah.
nice to sort of. David's in Spain. He's still awake.
Right, cool. Spain,
Peter's,
all awake, at least
yep.
here. What time is it in Spain, David? Because I know in the UK it's like what 10 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Is it? Let me have a look here. Oh no, it's 1:30 in the afternoon in the UK. So
So, no, it's very good to go through
mm,
your close-up pictures and
yeah.
sort of. If I'd been in control of them, I might have had a bit more of a look at them too. But it bores
Oh
everyone to
well,
death.
look, we can do it another time. We can do this another time.
We'll go through
Yeah,
again. But I'm sort of, yeah. I know what's on mine, but I really sometimes don't have a clue whether it's the original
yeah.
or not.
I just got to thanks, Steve. I probably won't do it tonight, but I'll certainly have a look in Discord and have a look at the photos. Appreciate it.
Anyway,
12:22.
I'm out
All
anyway. I
right. Well,
think
just hang.
I'm going to
Yeah,
call it.
just hang
Yeah.
there. I'll play me little outro, which is me intro, and
Ooh.
I'll
Yep.
just hang in there, Emma, and
I'm
I'll put you in
hanging
the
in.
green room, and I'll have a quick chat afterwards. So, righto. So, thanks everyone. Thanks Emma for being here, coming on, having a chat. It's been great, and we'll do this again. Let's do the outro. Cheers, everyone. Have a good night.